All righty, 30 seconds in, and I have been working on a recap from yesterday. A lot of stuff there. It's going to take me a while. If we get halfway through and you say make a part two, I will. But I really wanted to break it down because I think it's very, very important where we are now, and I want everybody to understand as much as we can. So let me say some howdies. What do we got here? Oh, wow. A lot of people here already. William DeLome. You heard asked that yesterday, like kissing marshmallows, buddy. I bet you that made you smile. Linda Longmire, welcome. Glad you could be here. No, my feet have not hit the floor yet. Albert Reed, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Leanne Bonnet, you're always a big help. I appreciate it. Pat, you know you're my inspiration. You're an amazing woman. Without a doubt. Pam Turner's here. Hello, Pam. You're always here. I appreciate it. Terry Furwin, new name. I don't remember you being here, but I am super, super glad you are. Roy Davies is here. Glad you could make it. Michael, Engineer Mike. I know who that is. How you doing, Mike? Another big-hearted person. Mike's a great guy. Willow, well, Willow, you're one of the main people on Pass, really, without a doubt. Peter Sir, unbelievable, great leader, helps everyone, does notes better than really good because I can't do notes. It took me 5 hours to do an update, but I did the video and stopped it every 2 minutes. Less than that. Patty Carpenter, how you doing? Barry Dang, Barry, what's up? Oh, we're cooking on down here. Mariuse Gentiva. I know I messed that up, but it doesn't matter. Still appreciate you being here. Bibiana on Passive is in the house. Hello, Bibiana. Like a fat rat in a cheese factory. Marie Pendy, thanks for being here. I see her a lot lately, and she's got a lot of knowledge. I appreciate it. Susan Bopp, Jerry Ford. Jerry, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Steve Noel has been here forever. Thanks, Steve. I mean that. Is that Patter Pal? Pal Smith, how you doing? Babyface Grandmom is in the house with unicorns and eep. How you doing? Nick Monty. Myra Aquino, welcome, welcome, welcome. Peter Samula, welcome. Anthony Van Meter, wow, glad you can make it, Anthony. New names, I love it. Dan Street is here. Hello, Dan. Glad you could make it. Thomas Bridgeforth is in the house. June Buckingham is here. Hello, June. She's always here. I appreciate it. You know that. I hope you know it. Donna Hamlin, Mr. James Yates. How you doing, James? Glad you could be here. Rose Mathalabi. Sorry, Rose. We'll stick with Rose. Glad you could be here. John Culver's in the house. John, how you doing? Oregon. Oh, what a beautiful state. Yep. Beautiful state. Greg Greisner's in the house. What's happening? Anetta Hayes is here. Armando J. Biscani the third. Hey, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Robin Noble is here. The voice. Hold on a second. Oh, I thought they were calling me. Vic Loban. Harvey DJ Green is in the house. Karina Lance, there you are. Glad you can make it. Jay Wu. Hello, Jay Wu. Glad you could be here. Susan Bopp is in the house. Cynthia Deering is here. Shirley Dotson. Big John White from the barbershop, giving out all that wisdom probably for free. Make sure you tip John big. He's a golden man. He is. Yes, he is. Don John says hi. And what do we got? Amira Aquino. I'm moving on down the road. Yvonne Finn from Canada. Welcome. Chi Yang is in the house. Joseph Lance. Howdy. What's happening? Great round table. Yeah, to say the least. I just took 5 hours going through it. Well, there she is, the peacock. Julie, thanks for everything. Helping me do stuff with emails. Oh my God. It could be a nightmare. It's getting better though. Things are getting better. Wanda Cooper, how you doing? Charlie Dozer is in the house. Hey Charlie, how you doing? Charmaine Dockery, welcome. Glad you could be here. Boom, baby. That's right. Perpetual Zephyrin. Boom. Tanya on passive. Everybody knows who she is. She's the woman. She's the one that takes care of On Passive Nation. Kevin Mountain Man Rutledge is in the house. What's happening, Kevin? Another great guy, obviously. You're all great people. I mean, amazing how we got this many people. Like-minded people that are just good-hearted in one place. I don't think it's ever happened before. Gwen Mallet, how you doing? Ivana Polsarova. If I say it fast, maybe it'll work. Hello and welcome. David Russell, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Just watched Reds. Beautiful. I would have watched Reds. I barely made it to my own because I've been working on this recap. I really tried to break it down. Renee Davis, James Siveri, Lauren Lund, Padmata Sanoa. I think I'm right. Natalie Volinsky, welcome. Robert Tantulo, my neighbor from down the shore. Owanu Oscar, welcome. Glad you could be here. Tanya Hennard. Alan G's in the house. Hello, Alan. Super guy. Tanya Hennard, welcome. Somebody new. Lynn, the energized Bunny Nakamoto's here. She's everywhere. Chris, my little brother Johnson. Hey, 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 hey. The poster child of ONPASSIVE. Somebody's little baby boy. I'm not going to say. Anyway, he knows what I'm talking about. Juanita Ali. Gemma. Hello, Gemma. You're the sister of the one and only. Where's she at? I don't remember seeing her. Let's try. Is she here? If I missed her, I'm sorry. Greg Duda is in the house. Oh, I'm cooking. Joseph Swindler, how you doing, buddy? He's been around since the beginning. Vera Waluga is here. Welcome. Wanda. Whoa, I'm cooking now. Carl Chapman's in the house. Hello, Carl. Glad you could make it. Surendra Shahu, welcome. Sorry for messing it up. Sharesh Karendi, hello. Christina Dodds is always here. Thank you for being here. Edward Secure Damas. There he is, Milo. Tennessee Milo's in the house. It's Nashville. I know. I just took the whole state, Milo. There's Narelle. Narelle, how you doing? Greg Latkin, the Electric Man. Sonny Chong. Wow, man, there's a lot of people here. Oh, it's not too bad. David Angelic, I haven't seen you for a while. You're working like a maniac, aren't you? I know you are. I know you are. Eric Kessler, how you doing? Shelly West is in the house. Hello, Shelly. Glad you could make it. Elsie Patch. Casey Zebenbergen, how you doing? Rupa Paul is in the house. Yori Peters. DeZone, hello. June Buckingham, I said hi. Stephen Callahan. Jeffrey Pinder. Tim Dillon's in the house. Tim, the Leprechaun Dillon. Terry Thompson. And Sean Cyrus. There's Lystra. Hello. I think I missed her before. Patrick McGuigan, you did a post earlier. Like I don't, if anybody's seen it, he's really was heartfelt. It was unbelievable. Cynthia Downtown Brown from City of Brotherly Love is in the house. Raphael St. Boop is in the house from Bahamas. Kibotawi Elkes. Tina's in the house. Hello, Tina. There's Jean Oliva. Dr. Bill's here. Oh, we got the whole band here today. Pat Parent. All right, let me get started. Now, listen, like I said, I'm going to go a little bit, and if you guys want me to stop, I'll do it a part 2 tomorrow or something. I just wanted to really try to break it down the best I could. And I could make mistakes. Believe it or not, I'm not perfect. Ask Dawn. Anyway. I won't miss you, Lister. I just caught that. Jefford McAllister. Hey, how you doing? Donald Grant. Wow, new people. Anyway, let me go to my notes. Whew, this is long, but I'll do the best I can. I'll come back and forth because I can't see you when I'm going over these notes. So let me make sure one thing just to be sure. You can all hear me okay, right? Correct? Give me a thumbs up or something. Yes. Heart. We can hear you. We can see. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to get started then. There's a new ONPASSIVE website. It's absolutely stunning. It's SEO friendly, search optimization. Okay, it's SEO friendly. Go look it up. SEO is a big deal. It's where keywords, long tail, short tail keywords, when you punch it into Google, it meets the customer at the website, right? It's a really good thing. It's number 51 link. There'll be another new one in a couple of weeks, and then on so on and so on and so on. They are stacking and restacking and quadruple stacking the cool. The key person for the event on the 28th, we heard about the event. Mother is in critical condition, so she needs prayer. And if things don't dramatically change, which I believe they could through prayer, obviously, then it will probably be postponed until the beginning of September. But don't worry, somewhere around that time period, we will have an event of some type. It will be one that was moved from another time. So there's always going to be something going on, okay? There's not going to be any empty space. They're not very much. But remember to pray for this gentleman's mom. They don't want to cancel at the last minute. They want to be proactive. So if they know X amount of time that it's not it's not feasible, they're going to switch it instead of here we are on the 28th and it doesn't happen. So they're going to be switching things around. Events is more likely to happen. That event's, like I said, is more likely to happen in September. There will be some kind of event the 28th. Like I said, they will just swap around. As far as the Burj Khalifa, you know that those messages going up to Burj Khalifa, they don't stop. They can change what it says. Obviously, the company is not going to keep promoting founders / for founders because we're about the end of the phase where founders bringing in new founders is bye forever. Okay, we've said that, but it's coming really, really soon. You can smell it. Okay. Now with the Burj Khalifa, remember that's paid for. This time next year it'll still be going on. Whatever message they decide is the best thing at the time. That's what it's there for. The company knows best. Trust me. Mufareh and his tech team and other people behind the scenes know best about that. Guaranteed. They're all paid for and everything. It's not, it's not like, it's way ahead of the game. So that'll be going on. There might be another one he said that shows maybe founder or something, but it's not necessary, but it might be. It was never intended for bringing in founders, really. It is running to build the brand and customer trust and reputation, right? You want to build the trust, you want to build the brand and a reputation. It all goes back to what we said before. If Apple came out with another product, a TV, I don't care what it is, you're not going to question the brand. You're not going to question the quality because the brand is quality, right? So same thing with ONPASSIVE. When they're done, ONPASSIVE will mean the best of the best. And that's what we want. It's good for you, good for me, good for the company, good for everyone. Everything's going to plan, according to Mr. Mufareh. Obviously, it's going faster than I can't even believe it myself. I've never seen something this big happen this fast. The next step is monetize it, right? They want to monetize what's going on and start the next phases of marketing. Once we get to the new phase, we'll no longer be in any medium promoting founders. It'll be click, lock the door, throw the key away. Founders are done. Done. The marketing event in India, which was supposed to take place last Sunday, has been postponed for right now. Some people were charging other founders and stuff, and this is a no-no. This cannot be. The company will foot the bill. Listen, it's the only company on the planet that tells you, don't give me money. Don't give people money. Some of it was done good-heartedly, some of it maybe not so much, but it doesn't matter. These people need to get their money back, and the company will foot the bill. This is clear. The company never asks for money. I don't care if you get a note from a pigeon. I don't care if you get an email from anyone. I don't care if it says Ask Mufareh. I don't care if it says anybody like that. It's not real. They will never, ever, absolutely zero ask for money. We got to know that by now. Pass it on to the new people. Never. Oh, they want to do this. No, they don't. It'll never, ever happen. Prescription will be the next thing we pay, and that's when Ask says so. And we'll all know it. It won't be in question. When this thing is repaired in India and things are done correctly, we're all going to support them, right? We're all going to go do whatever we can do, whatever it is. I think we support them. We got brothers and sisters all over the world, and we want to support them the best we can. But it's very important, and I don't care who this is, not just India. I'm not talking about India alone. I'm talking about everyone. Never, never should we use the company, Mr. Mufareh, the company name, whatever, to make money on something on your own. Never, ever, ever. That's not only is that not right, it's unethical. So we should never, never, oh, here's a picture, here's a bounty, give me $10. No, no, no. Never. Never. In your mind, I don't care what you hear, who you hear it from, never. Never, never, never. That's very simple to remember. Let me see if I can catch up here. Only company that says don't send money. It's true. They don't want you to send money for nothing. Just stop. No matter what you hear, contrary, there's some idiots out there. The company's not. It's $97. We all paid. We paid it when this company was just a marketing platform 3 years ago, which that's way bye forever. As it built up into a unicorn company, they never changed the founder price. So they're not looking for that money, okay? They're not. It's just facts. Ash was saying Omar, his son, he's going to be 8 years old. Brilliant kid. Brilliant. If you ever even listen to him 5 minutes on it, you know he's different than most other kids. He wants to support orphans and has many great ideas. And I said, I'm not going to let him down. I'm not going to let my son down, definitely because it's personal. But the same goes for people in the company that want to do good. He doesn't want to let them down. And Ash is really working in the company with youth, right? Think about youth for a minute. I'm pretty good on a computer. But my shorty, what is he, 6? He's a genius on the computer. They're like little sponges. They get it. You start working with them, youth, and oh my gosh, who knows what they can come up with in the years to come. We need to stay on the course. Here's the plan. They test, the company tests, they stabilize, and they scale. And then what happens? Test, stabilize, scale, next step, selling. And I'm going to say this a few times during this message. The company knows best. The company knows best. Like you saw the new website. It's much better than the old one, flat out. A couple of weeks, you'll have another one. And we also now, if you go and look, we have a great career website. Go check it out. It's really nice. And I'm sure people are looking at it. And when they find out about ONPASSIVE, some IT people are going to be clamoring to get into it to work because it's free thinking. Ash encourages you to open your mind. It's an awesome website, though. We will be getting websites frequently, SEO friendly. It'll be weekly, brand new, real website, not a splash page, not that. Weekly, and it'll be SEO friendly. Okay, so it's getting better and better and better SEO ratings. That's unheard of. Keep in mind, compliance is in place. We need to always do the right thing. Like that movie back in the 80s, do the right thing. By now, I would hope, and I believe with people I know in ONPASSIVE, that we are outgrowing the mentality, me, my team, because we are partners. We should work together. From the very beginning, I'm so glad to hear some of this stuff, but I knew it anyway, that I always go out, if I'm looking for diamonds in the rough. And what I found out, there's no dirt. Some people are rubies, some people are diamonds, some are star sapphires, but everybody's a gem. Really, no joke. And this is the only platform that gives you the platform to be the best you can be, to be who you want to be. If people in the company as founders, or you want to call them leaders, that word is strange, but leaders, if they're not pushing you up above them, you might want to question their leadership, because you should want people to do better than you. Is it going to hurt you? No, it's not. Shine the light on a lot of people. It can't help but the reflection that comes back is just as bright, if not brighter. So why not do it? Why not do it? Reminder, if you need it. Most of you don't need this. I'm telling you, because I would say it to anybody. We are in a unicorn company for $97. Newsflash. That would never, ever happen to any of us. Never. The chance of that happening are zero. Absolutely zero. So think about it. Think about where we're at. Please take the time. Just meditate 5 minutes to realize what we're really part of. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. This guy thinks I'm going to answer the door. He's going to be crazy. Anyway, we outgrew the mentality of me, and my team, and my this and my that. It's disgusting. I didn't like it in MLM, and I definitely don't like it now. But everybody, it's changing. Everybody's getting better. I'm just bringing it up because that's what was brought up. And here's the thing. If you can't handle all this good news and being in a unicorn company and your future's so bright you need sunglasses, you can't handle it, and you want your 97 back, listen, there's one thing I know I can do. I can help you get it really, really quick. Now, most of you are laughing right now, but there might be some that are saying, I might do it. I don't know if I can handle this goodness. Get a hold of me. I'll help you get it. The one thing I know, I can get you a refund in 48 hours, max. But you're not that dumb. Some people were, but they're not founders anyway. But anyway, like I said, I'll even help you. Here's the other one. People say, I don't believe in miracles. Let me tell you what. If you're in ONPASSIVE and you're plugged in, you're living a miracle. Right? You're living a miracle. It doesn't matter if you believe it. It's fact. Where else would you be on a platform that you can be who you want to be? You could be the best you. You're not pushed away like family does. Family does it to us. School did it. Business did it. Work did it. Here, you can go as high as you want to. In fact, it's encouraged. It's encouraged from the CEO. I know I encourage it. And I know a lot of the so-called, I hate the word leader. I don't know why. Most of the leaders are. Most of them are. Grab someone, you see it, and say, well, you look like a diamond. Get the freak up there where you belong. Really. It's a cool thing. And I'm really happy over that. It makes me feel good. Like I said, just stop 5 minutes and reflect on what we are part of. The impact of humanity and the relationships we have built across the planet. I've made more friends in 3 years than I did the full 59 years before. Total. And great friends. There's friends I met as a teenager, a 20-year-old, 30 years old. I don't even know where they're at. And most of them weren't as good as you guys, you women and men. Most of them weren't. Because they didn't think like me, and they weren't like me. And we're more alike, even though we look different. I believe that with all my heart. So yeah, and the platform, what I really like about it is you're heard. You should be heard. You got something to say, you say it. Look how far a lot of people have come. Keep going. There's enough room in this, my opinion, $1 trillion company for everybody to move to the top. Find your lane and do it. Don't try to be me. I can barely stand me. And God knows we don't need another Chris, right? But you know what I'm saying. Just be you. That's all that matters. And you have something to say. I hate when people sit back and just beat down. And if we're lucky, we live, what, 70, 80 years and then die. And come on. Get up there and be you. And like I said yesterday in the webinar, on the live, you're perfect who you are. Stop trying to be somebody else. Do one little good thing, though. You want to enhance the company, enhance your business, and you're not a video maker, and you don't make websites, and you don't know how to market it. So what? So what? I do know how to do it. And I failed until I found ONPASSIVE. As stated yesterday, he said if you asked him 3 years ago if he would be here now, he said, of course, I would expect to be where we are now 10 to 15 years down the road. Because it was in him. I mean, he expected it, but like 10 to 15 years, not 2.5. That's what he said. I believe that. And remember, his view is a lot better than ours. He sees this stuff that we can't see. But I could feel it, right? I could feel it. I don't have to actually see it. I can feel it from what he says. I can feel it from the people. I can feel it by where they're promoting, being in Dubai and the Burj Khalifa. Come on, you'd have to be Stevie Wonder not to see it. Ray Charles could see it. He said another big slam yesterday is by Friday, we should have a date of when the first data center will be opened. And another thing that he said to the tech guys, you know, you tech guys who you are, he said they have been working in multiple regions 7 different times since November, back when O-Founder was launched. So every time we hear something new, you know what comes in people's mind? Oh my gosh, we're not going to launch for 10 years. He's saying things that are happening right now at the same time. Ash is not doing one thing at a time. If he did one thing at a time, for one thing, he'd need to live to 650 years old, right? It'd be 55,000 generations from now. He's doing many things at one time. Many. Talking about irons in the fire. Come on, guys. And what do we got to do? Be respectful, be honest, and be loyal. Pretty easy job. Anyway, he was saying that he was addressing that to the tech guys to bring that up, the power of that. They worked on the C panel. C panel's the inside where you can control things over and over and over. They're not working on it because it's broke. They're working on it. They're improving it. They're improving it before we even do it or use it. They're making the data more fluid, he said. So it's, listen, well, let me get to that. I'm going to get out of my own I'm starting to get excited. I'm going to forget where I'm at. The new data center one, and we're going to have many, by the way, the one will make things laser fast. He said as you're typing, it's already working. Here's the other thing I wanted to say. So you know, Founders is here, and he's working on. I mean, Founders. Now, ONPASSIVE's here. While they're working on this, they're transferring over to Founders. I mean, ONPASSIVE that we can't see. Simultaneous, just at the same time. And on Founders is a guinea pig, he said. It's just there to get things right. It's there to get things right. So that as they're moving over, the best is going to ONPASSIVE. The very best. Okay. It's working parallel with Founders. ONPASSIVE, Founders, right next to each other. You know, working with the single sign-in. Here's what Ash requested. Okay. I'm not going to call him a crazy man. But here's what Ash requested. To make it so that if 1 billion people were logged in, 1 billion, maximizing everything inside the back office. Connect, everything. Just read it off. Maximum, that's unheard of. Nobody does that. But ask it a second, just in case it does, we're going to be ready. And what does that mean? That means you go, I want to go, oh, it's there. That's amazing. That's mind-blowing. 1 billion people handle 1 billion capacity. I don't know about you. Unlimited at the same time, doing multiple things in the system. And all this time, that just heavy slamming everything you can imagine, the system won't blink. Won't hesitate. It won't hiccup. Nothing. And this is where he's pushing things to the ultimate level. He said it may not have been needed, but he doesn't do anything part way. He does it all the way. If I can have this, is it possible to get that? And ask, please, if you think it, you can get it. And he's working with people that they're getting it done. You know, he said we're not just a paradigm shift. Look up paradigm shift. We are the shift. We don't have to compare ourselves with any other company or any other person, because we did it like no other company or no other person. You can't say, I said it myself and I was wrong. You can't say, we did it like Amazon, or we did it like Microsoft, or we did it like whatever. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We did it better than they did. We started higher than they did. So what does that mean? Think about it. Think about what it means. The innovation labs that you heard about, this is a big, big deal. It's an incubator for disruptive history-changing products, not digital. We're talking about physical products. In fact, 2 are already tested and were successful. Ash has a list, an Ash list of products that will go to the innovation lab where they will research, design, make the demo, test the prototype, test it for 6 months after or more, test the prototype, test it for 6 months after or more to be proven, and then protect it and patent, and then manufacture and distribute. One of them, one if not all of them, will reshape the planet. Disruptive products, historical. We're talking Edison, Ford, the Wright brothers, Carnegie. Look them up. You know who they are. He's talking that level. In fact, he said, I'm not talking about making bottle caps. They'll have multiple labs around the world, all brains working everywhere. But they're not just pie in the sky. These are things Ash has the list of what he wants, where he wants to go. And he's not making paper airplanes. He's making impactful things to better mankind. And we're part of it. Wrap your head around that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. They're doing things at breakneck speed. All right, let me come back to you guys for a minute because I want to make sure you can all still hear me. Can you guys all still hear me? I'm 42 minutes. Can you guys still hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, good. Do you want me to stop now and make a part 2 tomorrow or finish? If you want me to finish, say finish or something. I know I'm babbling a lot more than I usually do. Okay, finish. Beautiful. Hey, your word is my my command. Is that how that works? I don't know. Well, I'm pretty happy with myself. I got pretty far. As said, he's a fan of Elon Musk. I'm not surprised. I watch videotapes and stuff about Elon, and he's out there. Okay. Now I don't compare him to Ash because Ash has something that Elon, I'm not sure Elon does have, and that's heart. And he hasn't shown me that he does or he doesn't. It's just on Ash you see that first before you find out how smart he is. But Elon, who has done many things in the last 15 years, right? 10 years. Obviously, he's superior thinker and visionary. They're looking to have sustainable energy 2030, 2040, 10 to 20 years. I think, as said, mainly using wind and solar. As said, if they knew what he's working on or has, I don't want to say too much. I'm going to use the word he was surprised. He would be totally surprised. Probably, what's the other word? Godsmacked, whatever you call it. You got to listen to Ash's tape. But yeah. And if you think, if you're even thinking that Elon Musk would go, oh my gosh, what's that? Must be big, huh? Use your imagination. Use your imagination because your imagination will set you free, man. How am I going to move into founders' expectation of what they are getting? The $97 payment was originally set up, I know because I came back when that was, for a marketing platform which had a super low budget. I don't even think they were looking for a lot of people. It would have been one of the best marketing platforms on the internet, no doubt about it. They were due to launch in just a few months. Thank God that didn't happen. Thank God that didn't happen. Then the company just kept adding more and more onto the complete ecosystem known as Catmo. Catmo is mind blowing. Okay, he went from that to Catmo. Is like here's what he compared it to. It would be like Ash opened a coffee shop and gave us all a lifetime membership for $97. And then all of a sudden, same membership, and now we're founders of Amazon. Now, you see the difference? So to bring up the 97 in the same conversation as ONPASSIVE today is a freaking joke. I thought it was a joke 2 years ago. Now it's really a joke. I would have trouble saying it. Let's put it this way. I couldn't ask for the 97 back even if I wanted it, because I would be embarrassed to see what was given us, to see the potential. I don't understand not seeing the potential, and yet I do, because the whole history of mankind, there were people that could see and they heard, and there were people that couldn't see and they couldn't hear. And I don't mean physically. Throughout mankind. So I'm not that surprised. But for us that's here, the ones that most of us maybe wouldn't ever had a chance to get anywhere near something like this. Most of us, I think all of us, it's a miracle, absolute miracle. That same 97 that gave us the coffee shop has made us co-owners in maybe $1 trillion company, co-founders. Oh, crazy. As said, he's a fan of the Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Carnegie. Not personally, but of what they've done to improve things for man and woman. But keep in mind, all of them, and we know the impact they have. We know we can look up and see what kind of impact they've had. ONPASSIVE is no less than any of them. No less than any of them right now. For a whopping, mind-blowing $97. So looking at all that, do you think we're square with the company? Are you kidding? Come on. I was in not companies. I hate saying this is a company. I was with so-called shiny objects or whatever. They charged me every month before they actually took off. I'm like an idiot. I paid every month, man. Every month. This is a company that passed all expectations. And the beauty of it, the company wants to take us with them to the top. Mr. Mufareh wants to take people with him to the top. As we know, they're about to put the founder position to sleep, right? Adios, get lost, never come back. And I'm glad. I'm really glad, because I know it shows another phase of the company. Another thing we got to really think about and make it a habit and help other people. Don't yell at people, but help them understand. Stop using hard launch, soft launch, premier launch, hard boiled launch, over easy launch. It's a process. This is big. We are launching right now. We're not launching a bottle rocket, okay? We're launching the biggest rocket in the planet ever. So don't worry about cut a ribbon, we did this, cut a ribbon, we did that. It's a process. In fact, that's even said he doesn't think of that part of it. There'll be celebrations, trust me, big ones. But the sequence, you got to look at it like T minus 10, T minus 9, T minus 8. We're in that range. And things are happening every countdown. Every countdown, things are happening. Things are plugged in. Things are unplugged. Checking stuff. Boom, boom, boom. When they get to 1, you know what that means. But we are in the range. 10, T minus 9, T, okay? That's where we're at. So we should be happy. Another thing, very important. Not only is this important, we got to do it right. Hype. Don't hype anything. Tell the truth. In fact, tell the truth, but don't tell everything. If you want to introduce this business to somebody, you can't possibly tell them everything, because if you did, they're not going to believe you. It's the only company I know since I've been alive, or even looking in history, that is bigger than it can. It's unbelievable. If you really said everything, I paid $97. I'm a founder in a multi-billion-dollar company. It's a unicorn before it launches. Would you like to get in with me for 97? They're going to laugh in your face. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. If you tell them the truth, they can't handle the truth. I'm telling you right now, the truth is overwhelming. Don't lie, but only tell them part of the truth, okay? Do yourself a favor. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. And no hype, right? Don't say things that aren't true. I can't stand that, and I've made mistakes, obviously, but there's people that say things that just aren't true, and that's not going to be. They're not going to stand for it. And trust me, the company knows what everybody's doing. Let me see. Hype. Okay. We can. As far as funding for Mr. Mufareh, he said no problem. They never had a problem. He can always find a way to fund. There's not a problem there. Ask can find a way to bring in funds. Here's the next part of this. He said, how are we going to pay? He said, remember, anything outside the digital product, the company has the right to share the love with whomever they want. The package to digital products. We will be paid commissions as things are sold directly or indirectly. Physical products, they don't have to give us anything. They don't have to. Right? That's not part of any deal. But keep in mind, they could. But here's what happens. Here's what you want to judge things by. Keep in mind, the earlier you came in, the better off you are. This isn't brain surgery. If you came in and there was 10,000 people, and now there's 1 million, blah, 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 Are you in a better spot? Yes. Yes. Now, all of us, 1,300,000, all of us, example, 10 million people a year come in for 10 years. That makes us all 1% of the company. The top 1%. That's one factor. Keep that in mind. There's other things that happen. Some people came in later. He said maybe even up to a year. And they gave it their all. They do whatever they can for anybody they can, almost 24/7. And they shared, they gave it their all. You guys know who they are. You know who they are. They help everyone, they serve all. They place everybody above themselves. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Let me try this. I mean, whatever. That's another way. That is a factor in being paid. First, everybody's going to get paid by the system because that's a promise. Don't get your panties in a bunch here. I'm just breaking down. There might be different levels added to. Might be. And what he looks at is what I'm saying. The first one, it's a given, right? You're in early, you get more. The second one, we're all in early, and there's 10 million people in a year, or 100 million, or even a billion. Where's that put us? It's not rocket science. That alone, you wouldn't be worried about anything else anyway. But let's just say, he said, but the person, man, woman, that gave it their all, that don't, it's just common sense. He said, as said, to give priority and some privileges. Yeah, I would do it. You would do it. Third, there are some with heart, big heart, heart, but they have limited ability, either from time, they never learned how, uh, whatever. But their heart is massive. Ash is keeping that in consideration. I love that more than anything. I don't think outside the system that people should be judged by how big a team they can make. And I made a pretty big team. But I don't want to be judged by that. It's not fair. I know what I did. I know how I learned what I did. Years and years and years and years and years and years. I don't think anybody should be judged by that. Outside the pay, outside the system. Forget now, don't get crazy. It is what it is. It's mathematical. It's a system that runs algorithms, and you get paid what you deserve. This is outside of that. So don't add the two. I don't want anybody to get all, oh, you're going to get more because you got a bigger. No, it's not what he's saying. Saying what I'm saying, he said. The size of their heart, but limited abilities. They will be looked at with more privileges, possibly, right? Why not? You know, there's people out there right now, men and women, who are supporting everybody. They may not even have big teams. Most of them don't. But did they work any less than the people that do? No. No freaking way. In some cases, harder. I know that for a fact. Okay. No one will be treated differently because of the amount of sales, which means sales coming into their team. I love it. I love it. Because the company's about heart. And if you're judged just by your team, you could be a butthead. You could be an absolute butthead and have a huge team. Um, This is the exact payout criteria. This is the raw, uncut pay plan. Founders have priority with attitude, character. Attitude and character counts. They have statistics reporting. They watch. They watch. They go to webinars. They see who's involved. They see who's there. Who's there? Because that matters. When you can, now don't back to the panty bunch. Some people are working. That's not the same. I'm saying, who's doing posts when they can? Who's liking when they can? They know all that. They know all that. They have statistic reporting to watch, right? They said then 12 mathematicians, then you got legal, and it's done. So you look at all the stuff. There's the system itself, no control over that. It's set up, boom, it runs, which is fine. That's great. That's what 99% or 90% came in for originally, right? I mean, 99% probably. But then he added the other criteria: heart, attitude, character, helping, serving. Then they get all that done and they go into the mathematicians and the legal. What can I pay in each country? What can I give after I pay all the bills? Then they get 12, they got 12 mathematicians that say, if we do all this, we do all that, this is left, can we maintain giving this percentage away? And 12 mathematicians take time, they figure it out and go, no or yes. You might have to do this, a tweak here and a tweak there. But remember, the guy talking to him, Mr. Mufareh, is pushing as much as he can. So they're coming back saying, you know, they're only taking away because they have to, if they have to. But the thought of Mr. Mufareh is give away the farm. But he also has a company to run and all that. It just think about, you got to think about all that. They have legal people, lawyers, smart people all over the planet, okay? Everywhere. Not just here, not just there, everywhere. My granddaughter's coming in, so the dogs are going to bark. I'm sorry. I'm almost done, believe it or not. They have people on full-time, part-time. They have people on retainer. The world is covered in a blanket of legal people and people that know best about everything, okay? Then what if everything we invest is added to the bucket? That is what he said. Let's say we decide to take all these products, physical, digital, just throw them all into the bucket and pay it partial out of all of it. What you could do. You know what kind of man he is. I'm sure he would want to do that. But criteria. We have some people that got in and complained the whole time they've been in. Didn't say nice things. Now they think the company doesn't know because they're blockheads. They know. Anyway, one of the products that Mr. Mufareh has already proven concept will be used by 8 billion people, which is everyone on the planet. I think it's really 7.9 something. But by the time I finish the sentence, it's probably 8 billion. But imagine 8 billion people using something. What are we now? A fraction? A fraction of 1% of the company? Like a beep, a grain of salt on the beach? A grain of sand? Wrap your head around that. ONPASSIVE gave a platform to amazing people who otherwise would not be seen. That's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. What can we do collectively to push everyone to their full potential? I don't know, but I'm trying, and I think we all should try. a platform where people dare to dream. Think about it. Think about people that you've seen from the beginning until now and how far they've come. And think of how far somebody go if you pushed them. Positively push them. Because I push too. I push all kinds of people. But I love it. It feels good. Find a diamond. Might even be a piece of coal. Knock the coal off. There's a diamond in there. Push it to the top. And one more thing. The thing I'm so happy I said it. I said it yesterday on my live. You're perfect the way you are. You don't have to be like somebody else. We don't need anybody. We don't need any duplicates. You're fine who you are. Be the best you could be, though. Your full potential needs to come out in ONPASSIVE. And I'm seeing it every day. Look at Pat Parent. I can't name everybody because I'm going to get in trouble. Chris Johnson. Robin T. Wendell. Tanya ONPASSIVE. I mean, just it goes on and long. I mean, I could go A to Z and take longer than I did already. Mala, Redford. Look at Red. Look, Red's a chef. One of the best speakers in the company. If not, the best. Mike Ellis, Dan Street. There's no end. And because of this platform, they got to be that. They got to be the best they can be. Sorry, it's the facts. It's the facts. At this point in time. And at this point in time, Ash did say, at the very least, us, owe it to the company, unconditional support, unconditional loyalty, patience, and let the company let the company do what it needs to do to get where we need to be. They know better than we do. They do. I had about 10 minutes left on the video and I just couldn't make it. So this is where I left off. I did cover everything. I hope I gave you value. It's the longest live I've ever done in my life. 286 people. Thank you very much. Thumbs up. If you didn't subscribe to my channel, please do. Whew, I'm glad I got that out. It was worth it. I feel better. I hope I made sense. I actually do it for me too because it helps me understand. But anyway, I'll see you all, and I hope it helped you, and I will see you all. What is tonight? Tuesday. Oh, invite people to the 2 o'clock. I'm not going to make it because I've been up since 4. I'm going to take a beauty nap because I need it. Because look, and I'll see you all later, and I'll obviously tomorrow. But anyway, 2 o'clock's a guest webinar. I would get people there if you can. I thank you all for being here. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, God bless you all.